Bulls Thoughts. How's everybody doing today? Welcome to the show, or the show, or one of many shows. Hope everybody's feeling alright for a hump day. That's what's going on right now. Hump day. Humpity hump. Humpty hump. You know, the humpty hump. Humpty dance. Sorry, my bad. Anyways, welcome to the show. Welcome to Bulls Radio Lounge. I am Bull, host of this fantastic Bulls Thoughts. Here's how it goes for your August 24th, 2022. As it says in the title, Bulls Thoughts. So, pretty much whatever's on my mind. If I get squirreled, if I get, talking to a different subject, that's what you'll hear. So, therefore, just listen to some chill music. Just relaxing. How's everybody's day? How is everybody's kids going to school, man? Bet you that's got to be a freaking nightmare at first. And you got all the little ones. I used to see, speaking of that, I used to see the younglings, as Star Wars would call them, walk across, 19 over there in Pinellas Park area and cross like a busy intersection. And I'm thinking to myself, wow. I mean, I understand that parents, they have to work, but holy crap, letting your, 9, 10, 12-year-old go across that, oof, that's got to be, I know I'd flip. I'd flip the F out, to be honest with you. So, I would really just, I'd be shaking, I'd be nervous. I wouldn't even know what to do. I'd be like, oh, man. I'd probably have to go talk to my job, be like, listen, I'm going to have to come in a little bit late. I got to take my kid to school. Not letting him walk across Interstate 19. Oof, it's a hard road. But yeah, so I hope everybody's doing really good at school. I know a lot of people are, graduating. A lot of people are going to seniors. I mean, it's a whole new school year. I remember when I used to go to school, it was, oof. I don't know. I couldn't do it. I mean, I did. I graduated, graduated pretty good, actually. But it was just sort of, it wasn't hard. It was just sort of challenging to get, where you have to be. It's, you have to do, what you have to do, and, don't let anybody stop you from doing it. So, go fulfill your dreams. Now, look at this. I've always wanted to be on the radio, so I was talking on the radio for 4 years, and now I'm doing, a podcast. So that's one of my bucket lists have been checked off. There was one that I had in 2008 when I went to California. I gotta tell you, if you've ever been to California, it's a whole different neck of the woods. If you get what I'm saying. Like I didn't shave my head for like a week because there was these skinhead gangs over there. And I'm like, I don't want to sit there and, I mean, I probably wouldn't do nothing, but still, you never know. I mean, there's like 20 or 30 different gangs, at least at that time, But, you always want to, prepare for the worst. So, I had maps prepared because, I had a GPS all planned out and everything. That was back when GPSs were first coming out, man. They were like a brick. It was like watching, let me see. It was like having, if you cut like a Nintendo Game Boy in half and just have the screen up there, that's the way they looked on your dashboard. It was like that. And that was in 2008. So, but now you just do it on your phones. and that sold for a couple of years. Knows it. So, but yeah, it was weird because even on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, if you've ever been down that road where all the stars are, that road is freaking crazy because they have people sleeping everywhere. They have people, I mean, just insane. It's like just to get, from where you park to where you or you have to go. Like if you want to go to the if you want to go to the Chinese Grauman's Theater, right? Well, you gotta sit there and hopefully make it. Now I don't know if this is like every day that they have stuff like that, but this is I'm gonna try to put it up here on the screen if I can. Let's see. Maybe no, kind of. Let's see. Oh, maybe that does that. Yeah, there we go. All right, stand by. I almost got it. It's doing this live. See, this is what happens when you do a Bull's Thoughts. By the way, the chat's open. If you want to, conversate or say something, I mean, by all means, please. If I'm doing a bad job, if, you don't like my voice, I mean, whatever you want to do. Just, there it is. So, this is the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Well, a small section of it, a portion of it. It goes on for blocks, like really blocks, like you're walking a couple 100 feet, and it's on both sides of Hollywood Boulevard. So you've got this one side, then you got the other side. So it's very interesting. Now you would see like on the overpasses that there's a bunch of graffiti and stuff like that, on the overpasses, like all over the overpasses, like the whole thing's just changed from concrete to graffiti, so, but yeah, it was a fun trip. I enjoyed it. Went out there for a week. Liked it. Probably do it again. So, like, I wonder, like, you guys who are listening, you can comment or chat live if you want. What was your, best, what do you call it? Your best trip that you can remember, or that you've been on in a couple of years. Like one I remember when I was a kid was, when I went to, I think it was Tennessee or Kentucky or something like that, and they had this river this huge river, like it's almost like 30 feet across, 40 feet across, something like that. But it was flowing pretty good, and I mean, you can go out there and stand, but it was nice flowing, a bit cold as shiznit. Holy crap, thing was cold. Gosh, it was cold. Holy man. I mean, just cold to the core. Like it would just, how they say, you when you get cold, your nipples get hard. Well, it froze your nipples off at that point. It's like you bing, and there you go. That's how cold it was. But once you got used to it, it was pretty cool. So, anyways, that was pretty cool because just the sound of the river, just especially at night, with all the bugs chirping and all the fireflies going off, and all you're hearing is just the river, flowing. So, you gotta. One of the interns was, yeah, okay. I'm on the air. Wait. My apologies. One of the interns was rudely interrupting about their reading. Proud they read, but still. You gotta know when to come in. Anyways, so yeah, we talked about the river, but it's alright. It's cool. The river was really cool. I mean, that's what I did as a kid. I remember one day went to this place called Mammoth Cave. It's in Georgia. I don't know if you guys ever been to it or not, but Mammoth Cave was like this cave system that you can take a tour in, and it went pretty deep. It really did. Like it went pretty far down into the cave or the mountain itself, and then you had certain parts that you can pay the tour extra and stuff like that. They had one on there called Fat Man's Curve. And yes, I was able to fit through there. Now, it does at points get pretty tight, as I was a younger lad. So, yeah, but I don't even know if it's just still there. But yeah, so Mammoth Cave, Fat Man's Pass, or whatever it was called, where the edges of the ridge went like waves, and it got closer and far apart, closer and far apart. So you had to navigate, your body or your thighs, around, and it was just sort of like if you had flipped it over horizontally, it'd be two straining up, sheets of rock. So it's pretty neat. I think there was like in Tennessee or Kentucky. I think there's I can't remember what. It was so far ago. What brewing company? We went to a brewery too. That was pretty neat. It's pretty neat, man. Yeah. So what are you guys doing today? What's going on? You guys getting the kiddos? Doing your thing? I saw this one story on here. If I can find it. So, TBD says Tampa man fled to Tennessee after murder of a 1-year-old. I mean, if you guys have heard this show or other shows, you know that I'm not big on people murdering their own kids or kids being killed, under the terms of this person had issues or something like that. Let's see. I'm trying to pull up the pics. Here we go. From Fox 13. So this is the guy right here. Okay, commercial guy music. This is the guy that Tampa man fled to Tennessee after murder of 1-year-old. There he is. 20 days after the death of a 1-year-old at Tampa apartment complex, the Tampa Police Department said their suspect had been arrested in Tennessee. Detectives in Tennessee investigated on August 1 when an unresponsive infant was brought to the hospital and died soon after. The autopsy showed the baby had injuries to their stomach, head, and according to stomach and head according to DPD. So it goes on to say that investigators learned the baby and the baby's mother lived in the same apartment was 28-year-old Taryn Smith, who cared for the child while the mother was at work. Other children in the home told officers they saw Smith hit the infant for being whiny during bath time. Smith then reportedly put the baby in a crib where the child was found by other juveniles in the home. When officers got there, Smith was already gone. So they located him in Tennessee on the 21st, to be charged with first-degree murder while engaged in aggravated child abuse. So this guy is trying to give the child a bath while the mother's at work. And so what does he do? He basically kills the child for being whiny. It's a 1-year-old. What are you gonna do? You know, like, what are you gonna say? There's no off switch. That's it. You just gotta deal with it. You try to sit there and do the best you can to comfort it, and make sure it's not gonna be harmed, and make sure it's okay, and all the other stuff, and then that's it. No worries, no big deals. Do your thing. But if you're gonna sit there and hit it because being whiny, I mean, come on, who does that? Obviously, this guy. Well, I don't know. I hope that they do something. I don't know. Let justice, see fit. I hope he doesn't sit there and not plead guilty. Where it's like, well, I didn't do it. No. It's like, well, if this is all the evidence, there's probably more. How are you going to sit there and do that? I mean, come on. You can't dispute the evidence. So, I don't know. I hate when people do that. That just, you got to have more, listen, I'm not telling you how to raise your kid, but at least have patience, Like, these kids look up to you. They look up to what you do. They look up to how you are, how you feel. Don't sit there and be a douche. And, this kid could have been a doctor, could have been a lawyer, could have been the person who, finds a cure to cancer. Who knows? But no, because the child was whiny, you have to sit there and take it away. Because you're a douche. I mean, what else is there to say? I mean, you got what you wanted. It stopped whining. Really, it did. Now what? You're in jail? Oh, I'm sorry. Is that what parents do? I didn't think that's what parents did, to shut their kids up. If, my mom wanted to shut me up, she'd sit there and smack me. And if I backtalked her, she'd smack me again. I mean, come on. But nowadays, you can't do that. Nowadays, it's getting to a point to where everybody's a winner. Everybody is, there's no losers. Which, I don't really, I understand it, but I don't understand why what is the theory on this? Does it make you feel good that, you're able to sit there and mock or make fun of other people because of the fact that, you're more intelligent than they are? we can't just keep on leading our kids to a certain degree of softness. We have to have some sort of, stiffness in there. Because when they get out into the open world and they realize, well, hey, these guys are real stiffs. They go, hey, how come these guys are being so stiff? And then you think, I didn't teach them how to be stiff. I taught them how to have anxiety attacks and freakouts. I mean, that's pretty much it. Like, really, are we teaching our kids, like, how to be tough nowadays? Or are we teaching them how to be, I hate to say it, but pussies, Like, for example, they were talking on the radio how nowadays, you don't have a winner or loser, and compared to the 80s and 90s where you sat there and you either won or you lost, which means that you got fries and a soda for free or you didn't. And if you didn't, you walked away. Walk of shame, they used to call it. It's not being mean. It's just that's, the way it went. There was no malice behind it, but you had a winner and you had a loser. And now you have to give fries and a soda to both teams. And then you have to give a trophy to the losing team for participation. Really? Like, you have to give a trophy to, and I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm just saying you have to give a trophy to the opposing team for not winning. I would feel more embarrassed about getting a participation trophy than I would just a regular trophy. Or even so, I'd be better just walking off, taking my licks, But now we can't do that. We can't, we can't sit there and say, well, practice some more. Practice makes perfect. No, I don't want to practice. I'm, too tired. That's another thing that I see a lot of. It's like, when they say that they're too tired. It's like you haven't done anything. You just woke up. I know, I'm just too tired to work. And these are the people who are supposed to run our country. I don't know. I think that we've forgotten sort of, where we're going as a society. Because if this is going to be playing out for the next generation, and it's going to get worse and worse, then, something's got to give at some point in time. There's got to be a breaking point somewhere. But it's a lot to take in, man. Why do you have to be so crass, Paul? You're such a dick. I know. But sometimes you have to be a dick to make sure you get a point across. There's an old saying that to get an attention of somebody after you've yelled and screamed and they don't answer, just grab a 2x4, hit them with that. Now you've got their undivided attention. And that's what I'm saying here. Hate my show, like my show. That's up to you. But I still have your undivided attention. Because guess what? You're listening. The chill music is good. So what are you guys doing next week? For like back to school. What do you guys do next week? A party? Woohoo, party. I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. You guys have a good day, good night. Don't let the hump day get you too much. Hey, listen, take care of your friends, take care of your families, take care of your moms, your dads, brothers, sisters, loved ones, friends, partners, boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever, husbands, wives, everybody. We got to start taking care of each other, man. We got to start easing up and stop being so stiff. You know, if you got something or you're upset about something, man, just let it go. I mean, what's it worth? Oh, you want to fight him? Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, go ahead, and then you go to jail. And then you just ruined, all those years. Now you have a record. See, doesn't really matter. But you got to take care of everybody. Well, not everybody. Take care of yourselves first. That's what you got to do. All right. Well, I am Bull. This has been Bull's Thoughts. If you listen to the replay, please leave comments down below. Tell me what you think. Read them on the air. Next time on Bull's Thoughts. That's a pretty good jingle. Let me see if I can do that. Dry. Next time on Bull's Thoughts. All right. Spent. Done. Rolled up. Put away. Wet. All right. This is me just fooling around doing bullshit stuff. Listen, you guys have a good night. Please take care of each other. Hold on to your loved ones tight. If you've gotten into fights with other people, loved ones, former boyfriends, girlfriends, husbands, wives, flames, whatever, don't forget that just, one day it's okay to say I'm sorry. Because, a lot of times, especially nowadays, you don't know when that thing is up. So, take care of yourself. There's too many people dying. Take care of yourself. Take care of others. It's up to you. Be nice if you want. Try to be nice. And we'll see you on the next Bull's Thoughts.